Have you ever felt that your situation was beyond help, that even your strongest belief seemed insufficient? It's a feeling many of us know too well, despair creeping in when least expected, casting our world into shadow. Yet, amid such darkness, history presents us with a beam of light, showcasing the potential of unwavering faith to break through the most formidable barriers. Today, we delve into a story that is as astounding now as it was 2 millennia ago. The faith of a Roman centurion, whose unprecedented trust left an indelible mark on the Christian narrative, and remarkably caught the attention of Jesus himself. In all of Israel, Jesus found no greater faith than that of a Roman officer, a centurion. Imagine amidst the tumult of ancient Judea, an occupier's belief becoming the gold standard for trust, authority, and humility before the divine. Today, we are going to uncover the profound implications of this encounter, unraveling how a centuries-old testament to belief continues to hold transformative power for our modern understanding of faith. Imagine being a Roman centurion in ancient Judea, entrusted with the might of an empire yet standing powerless before the illness of a cherished servant. It's not unlike the helplessness we face when those we care for grapple with challenges beyond our reach, whether it's an affliction of the body, the mind, or the spirit. In our lives today, just as in ancient times, there are moments when no amount of personal strength or resources can offer solace or solutions, propelling us towards seeking help that transcends our understanding and capabilities. The centurion's appeal to Jesus was such an act, born from a place where personal authority ends and faith begins. Reflect for a moment on the humility it took for a man of war to kneel in the presence of peace, bridging divides with a purity of purpose. His servant meant more to him than his own pride, compelling him to cross lines drawn by society and religion. This scene is not far removed from our current world, where issues, illnesses, and social rifts call for the same level of empathy and vulnerability. Imagine now, if you will, the centurion standing before Jesus, surrounded by the expectant eyes of the oppressed and the curious. He does not beg for Jesus to come to his home. He merely asks for a word to be spoken, a command to be given, so that his servant might be healed. There is profound significance in this request. The centurion recognizes authority so great that it need not be physically present to enact change. It's a striking contrast to our modern expectation for immediate, tangible interventions, often overlooking the power that lies in faith and verbal affirmation. It is here, in the nexus of human desperation and divine interaction, that we find a message as relevant today as it was in antiquity. Despite technological advancements, medical breakthroughs, and social evolution, there remains a space that only faith can fill. The story of the centurion challenges us to look beyond the visible and measurable, inviting us to place trust in the unseen and believe in the good that can come from it. Delve deeper into the centurion's extraordinary display of faith by contemplating his recognition of a higher spiritual authority. Imagine a setting not much different from our own, where titles and ranks impose barriers, yet the centurion breaks through them with his unwavering belief in Jesus' sovereign power. His understanding transcends the tactile symbols of power he himself wields, symbols that in our modern world translate to job titles, wealth, and social media influence. Now consider a present-day soldier wearing the uniform that represents strength and order, finding themselves in circumstances reminiscent of those faced by our centurion. As they kneel in a makeshift chapel or bow their head in a quiet moment of reflection on the battlefield, they too seek intervention beyond their considerable might. Here is such a narrative. A decorated officer caught in the throes of conflict, whose heart is moved by an elderly local showing unexplained kindness amid chaos. This soldier recalls the story of the centurion, and inspired, they extend a prayer not just for safety, but for peace, a peace that surpasses all understanding. This story illustrates how the essence of spiritual authority remains unchanged, irrespective of rank or era. It also exemplifies that faith is not constrained by our earthly measures of strength or control. In a world that focuses on physical presence and tangible results, the centurion's belief in the efficacy of Christ's word alone is a powerful testament to the potential of spiritual conviction to cross divides and touch lives, even from afar. Let us allow this poignant blend of ancient text and contemporary testimony to prompt us to ponder the scope of our own beliefs. Do we recognize authority beyond the visible hierarchy? Can we find solace in the notion that divine power can work independently of our proximity or our ability to witness its manifestation? These are the questions we carry with us as we seek to understand the complex layers of faith and authority in both the Centurion's time and ours. Focus on the power of spoken faith. The Centurion believes that Jesus can heal at a distance. Introduce an interactive element by asking the viewers, have you ever experienced the power of spoken faith or prayer in your life? Encourage them to share their stories, fostering community and emphasizing the tangible effects of faith. Analyze the Centurion's declaration, I am not worthy, and Jesus' response, which highlights themes of humility and worthiness. Use visual aids depicting the social hierarchy of Roman times compared to modern-day status systems. Discuss how one's sense of worth impacts faith and access to divine grace in today's world. As our exploration of the Centurion's unparalleled faith concludes, we are reminded of the timeless truth that genuine belief knows no borders, no status, no limitations. His story compels us to question our own convictions. Where does our trust lie in moments of trial, and who do we turn to when all seems lost? As much as this Roman officer sought healing for another, he also models for us an extraordinary form of seeking, a gesture that speaks to the essence of faith itself, the belief in something greater than ourselves, and the humility to recognize our place within the vast tableau of life. Embark on a journey within to discover a faith as resolute as the Centurion's. In the spirit of faith and community, we open the floor to you, our viewers. How has this ancient narrative resonated with your personal experiences? Where have you seen true faith shine in today's world? Share your stories and insights in the comments below. Let's weave together threads of wisdom from past and present. If you've found solace or inspiration in our journey through Scripture and life, please consider subscribing to Divine Light, where we continue to illuminate the path of modern existence with the guiding light of eternal truths. Don't miss our next venture into the realm of belief, as we delve into faith across different cultures in our upcoming live discussion. Your presence can transform a simple conversation into a tapestry of shared understanding. Together, let us continue to seek, to learn, and to grow in the divine light of faith.